Now, having said that engage in devotion to me, Arjun, Sri Krishna is explaining how easy devotion is. You can do devotion with whatever you have. If you are poor, you have got no money, never mind. You take a flower and offer that. If it is no longer the spring season, there are no flowers available, take a fruit. God is willing to accept it. If the fruits are all consumed or fallen, take a leaf, offer the leaf. If there are no leaves, it's the fall season, take some water and offer it to him. Sri Krishna says, I shall accept it. Now, can you imagine somebody more compassionate than that? In the world, if there's a little compromise in the quality of your offering, you will get a punishment for it. Is this the kind of thing? Sri Krishna says, I don't care. All I care is for the love with which it is offered. One family was in difficult times. And Diwali time, all the neighbors had wonderful gifts and presents they were getting from friends and relatives. This family did not have any presents. But the little daughter spent a little bit of money to make a big box and cover it with decoration paper and wrap it with ribbons. And her father, seeing this, started scolding her. What was the need to spend money like this? You have wasted it in creating this. And the daughter quietly bore with the scolding. Next morning, she said, Papa, today is Diwali. I have a gift for you. Happy Diwali. The father was moved to tears that she was making it for me. She was expressing her love, and look at the way I behaved with her. But then he opened the box and saw it was empty. Now he scolded his daughter again. What kind of behavior is this? You handed me an empty box. Is that the way to give gifts to people? And the daughter said, Papa, how can you be so mean? I filled it with loving kisses. I filled it with so many kisses and then gave it to you. You're saying it has got nothing? The father now, his heart was rendered apart. My God, just look at her love. So the father doesn't care for the gift, he cares for the love. The Supreme Father, that quality is far more enhanced in him. He says, I don't care for the gift of the lover. I care for the love of the giver. And this verse expresses it all. There's nothing further to say. Interestingly, the exact same verse is in the Bhagavatam as well. Exactly the same verse. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktyupahrita mashname prayatatmana. Whatever the devotee offers with love, I shall accept it, provided bhaktyupahrita, it is offered with love. There's the story related to the dissension of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Said about 550 years ago, Advaita Acharya was a very scholarly and devotional soul living in Shantipur in Navadvip, in the district of Nadia, in what's today's Bengal. And seeing the atheistic mentality of the people, he was extremely sorrowful and thinking on how the people could be saved. And he remembered Sri Krishna's words, Yada yada hi dharmasya. When irreligiosity increases tremendously and religiosity declines, I descend to establish dharma. So he said God alone can save them, but to invoke the avatar of God, to get God to descend, I need to please Him with devotion, but I have got nothing with me. So the story goes that all that Advaita Acharya did was he remembered this verse, Patram Pushpam, and he said, this much I do have. He took some water and he took some tulsi leaves and he cried out to God. And as a response to his prayer, the Supreme Divine Personality descended as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. So, the message is verified through logic, through scriptural testimony, and through practical demonstrations of God's pastimes. But love doesn't mean. The love should be true. And true love means you exert yourself to the extent you can. Now you say, okay, I love God. You know what people do? If you want to find the counterfeit coins, earlier on the coins were most common in India. Then slowly, because of inflation, the coins started phasing out. Let's say 50 years ago, it was mainly the coins. And there were counterfeit coins as well. And if you wanted to find counterfeit coins, the easiest place was go to the temple, you'll find it in the Aarti Thali of God. Because if people got a counterfeit coin and realized, my God, I made a mistake, I took this from the shopkeeper, what to do now? Give it to God, He will handle it. So all the counterfeit coins, they would all come in the thali of God. So love means you actually exert yourself. Not that you give your best to yourself and the worst possible, I don't need this, let me offer it to God. Once, a $100 bill had grown really old and it was entering the federal treasury, and said what a journey it has been. It realized that its life cycle had come to an end. And alongside with the $100 bill, a $1 bill was also being scrapped and coming to the treasury. And hearing the words of the $100 bill, the $1 bill said, which are the places you went to in your life? And the $100 bill said, I went to Atlantis City, and I went to casinos, I went to Las Vegas, I even went on a trip to Hawaii and a cruise to Alaska. The $1 bill said, I've never heard of these places. So the $100 bill said, where did you go? It said, I went to the Durga Mandir and to the Baptist church and I went to the Gurdwaras. And the $100 bill said, which places are you talking about? I have never heard of these places. So that is not an expression of love. Love means you do your best. But if you don't have anything, you can still do your devotion. Nobody stops you. You do your devotion with your heart.